Hi everybody, Sarah B, the Crafty G here with you. Today we're going to be doing another rendition of the Superduo diamond earring. And this one's going to be doing 3 layers of diamonds, one inside the other. We start with the outside, we have the outside, the second, and then the center. And I'm going to be using 2 different duos on this one. I'm just going to use the copper Tweety and the gold. Okay, these are the gold luster. I'm pretty sure these are jet gold luster. So, if you bought any of the kits from me, everything comes included, including the wire, the needle, thread, ear findings, everything's all included. And the kits are $5. So if you want anything, message me below. Now, because I hate everybody that rambles on, I'm going to get right to the point. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up 3 Superduos. Okay, put them on my thread all the way down to the end. Now I'm going to take my needle, and I came out this side of the Superduo. I'm going back in the other side. Pull my needle through, all my threads through. Now I'm going to pick up a Superduo of the gold. Okay, and then I'm going to skip that one in the middle, and then the empty hole in the top is where I'm going to go in on the one across. Pull everything together, and it's going to look like a little diamond shape as it is right there. Okay, now I'm going to put a quick knot in. I don't need that much tail, so I'm going to trim it down a little bit. There we go. 1, 2. I'm going to not make it super tight right now because I still need to get through the beads. You make it too tight, you're going to find out when you try and put your needle through the beads. Okay, so I have my knot. Now, the gold one's at the top here, so I know that's the row that I'm going to work on going upward. So I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go straight across those 3. Okay, tug a little bit because I'm pulling that knot that we did on the inside of the beads now. Don't want it showing. Don't need to have it showing. Okay, so now I'm going to take a Superduo and I'm going to add it on. So I'm going to take it all the way down, just 1. Okay. Now, I came out the one side. I'm going to go back in the other side, just that Superduo right now. And I'm going to pull it in tight. And then it'll fit on there like this. As soon as I get these. Ooh. There. Okay. So now I'm going to pick up a gold Superduo. And I'm going to go through that gold in the middle. Pull my line in tight. You see? Okay. Now I'm going to pick up a gold and a copper Tweety. Okay, I'm going to take them both all the way down to the end. Now, what you're going to do is the gold one's going to go up and the copper one's going to go down. Now we're going to take the needle and go in the bottom of the Superduo we just came out of. And you see the one over here? We're going to be working that outside. So we're going to go into the next 2 holes. Crossed. And pull it in tight. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to be stepping upward. So now the thread's going to go up. And that hole at the top of that Superduo, all the way across to the outside of that Superduo. Okay. So now we're going to pull it tight. Okay. I'm going to flip it around a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to add the Superduo again. Bring it all the way down. You guessed it. We're going to go through the upper end of that Superduo again. And lock this one on. Okay. Now we're going to add another gold. Oh, wait. Yep. There we go. Now we're going to grab a Tweety and go in between those two gold ones. And now we're going to add another gold one. And a Tweety. Yeah, I know. It sounds funny to keep saying Tweety. Like, I thought I saw a Putty Tat. I did. Okay. So now I'm going to go back through the top end of that and back in those next two. Remember, 1, 2. I've already gone through this one. Now I'm going through these two. Pull it tight. Take my needle. And now go through those 3 there. Okay. Pull it tight. Flip. Add on a Tweety. If you're using different colors, just give them color 1 and color 2. Okay? This would be color 1. If you're following along with this, then you got a kit for me, and you're coming in to follow along. So now I'm going to take a gold Superduo, and I'm going to go through the gold. The copper Tweety, go through the center one. Another copper Tweety, go through that next gold one. Now I'm at the end again, so every time we get to the other side, the end side, we're going to pick up 2, which will now be a gold one and a Tweety. Pull them down to the end. Go through the top of the last bead and go through the bottom 2 of them once again. Pull it tight. Now you're going to see you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And 1 more row of this style going on, so we're going to step up again. As we put 6 up before we start going down. So now we're going to put on 1 more Tweety. And we're going to turn it. And this is our 6th row. So here I need to add another Tweety. Wait, no. A gold. Sorry about the delay, the mistake on that. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay, so now I'm going to add. I was totally correct to begin with. I realized I did the mistake I did when I did that. So I'm going to take that gold one off for now. Put that copper Tweety on. Go in through. Now I'm going to take the gold one and I'm going to go in. Now I'm going to take a copper Tweety and go through that center one. And now another gold one. Go through the gold. Now I'm going to pick up 2 copper Tweety. Pull them all the way down to the end. And lock this set on. Okay. Now, I'm stepping up now, but we're on the back side, so I'm not going to go through to the outer one. I'm just going to go through to the one I just put on in this. So we're going 1, 2 up. We're going to be up underneath that bead now. Okay. So when I flip it, you'll see I'm now going to step up into this side of the duo here. I'm not adding 1, I'm decreasing now. Okay. So of course we got to add on the Tweedy, because that's the outer color. So it always is the first color on. Then the gold. Now another gold. And another gold. Oh, sorry, the Tweedy. I was on the end. There we go. Okay. But I still need to step down and come up. So I'm going to go I'm not going through that bead. I'm going through the one underneath. I'm going to go through the first two again. And now I'm going through the third one on here. Now I'm going to step it up and come out on this side. I'm not going to go all the way through. I'm going to come out on the bottom of the bead from the last row. Okay. Now I'm going to take my needle up through as I'm stepped up. Now we're going to put on the copper Tweedy, go through the gold, put on a gold, go through that gold, copper Tweedy, go through the end. Now I'm going to go through those three on the bottom there again. A lot of times I tell you to do the two and then the third one, because as you're decreasing, you're going to find it's going to get tighter. So sometimes it doesn't allow you to get through that third one when you're shooting straight across as it did when you were stepping up. But we can do it, just maneuvering it. Now here, I'm going to take it through just the first two. Step up, turn it over. Now I'm going to put a copper Tweedy, another copper Tweedy, okay. Now, in each pack, you're going to find that you have a Matubo, which is it says it's 8mm Matubo, but this is not like a regular 8mm. As you'll see, this is an 8mm Matubo, or this is an 8mm seed bead. See how they're so much different in size? Okay. This is going to be our top for this. Now, if you do not have them, you can use the 8mm. But I found for our final step, the Matubos are perfect size to be able to do this and have it be enclosed in the design. I'm just now weaving it through. I'm gonna add a knot here because I can hide it in between those beads. I'm going to go up through the bottom of that one. I'm going to do another knot. Go up through that bead. Now I'm just going to go in. I'm going to weave a little bit. Going into. And go down through. I want to go through everything, but my needle wants to get stuck here. There we go. Now that I got that secured, now I'm just going to burn my end. I use the thread zap. If you need one, let me know. They're $12. These are great things for burning your threads right in and not have to worry about if your scissors got close enough or having any threads that are hanging. Now, this is something I like to do at my end here. I just take it here now. I go through the beads and I create a knot at the other end. And I just pull it in tight. And now I will knot it. Now remember, this was already weaved through those beads, so it's not like it's going to come undone. So you will pause your video or restart your video and you'll make your second one. And then when you get the second one done, then we move on to the last step, which will be getting your ear wires and your jump rings and putting it all together. So I make my own. So as you see, I have 2 copper wires here, and I'm going to trim my ends to make sure they're both flush so that they're not sharp. I'm going to take my round nose pliers. I'm just going to bend it up towards me, making sure both are closed. Yep. And then I'm going to take it through the opposite side, hold my finger in place to hold it. Then I'm going to take a 3/4 inch dowel, and I'm just going to bend it right over top of that. Slide it off, hold them together, and I'm going to trim the opposite end too now. Only right at the end. And as you see, there's my ear wires. Okay. For my jump ring, I like to take the thread, the wire, and I'm going to take it up and put it in between my round nose pliers, and I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to work my way up towards my hand. And I only need 2. So I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to take my toenail clippers, best little flush cutters there are. I'm going to trim that off. Then I'm going to trim in between those 2. And voila, 2 jump rings. Okay. So now I'm going to take my jump ring. I'm going to open it. Now, that hole at the top of that Montubo, right there. Take the ear wire, put that on, and I'm going to close them up. Make sure they're nice and tight, because we do not want them coming undone. And then I like to turn it and move it and put it inside the bead. And that's one. I will get the other one done. And if you have an earring card or anything like that that you like to use, you can put them on that. First, I'm going to strengthen my ear wires here. I do that by using a rubber block and a rubber mallet. Okay. Now, if I take it and I hammer right at the top there, I'm going to strengthen that wire. And I'm using the rubber mallet, and it's pretty much like a hard resin mallet. It's not metal. You do not want to use the metal on your metal. Not when you're trying to get your ear wires just hardened, because you don't want it to chop up your wires and make them not as secure. What's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to have them lose their strength or their viability. If you damage them, then they're not going to last you. Okay. And yes, I do sell these too. The sets are $15. I'm going to put them on my card. Add my ear backs, which I put on all my earrings. And voila. Now this is the copper gold triple diamond duo earrings. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely day and come back again.